Hello everybody, how's it going today? It's Frankie here and I'm back with another video. And that was possibly the most easiest performance I've seen from my boys today. It wasn't a shit performance, get it? Because of the top. But yeah, look, I mean, there was nothing much else to say. That was just too easy. Our matches are not supposed to be easy. Sunderland, you were having a good run. But when you came across us, you were like got a bit too cocky and thought, oh, this team always loses. They lose every week. Do we? But they lose every week. So we're going to go there and easily beat them. Not gonna lie, you had a good 3-4 minutes where, you actually got the ball forward and you had one moment there where it didn't quite work out for you. But then we just played brilliant football from there. Beautiful football. I know haters will say it's against Sunderland, but you know what? If we would have drawn today, people would say, oh, you couldn't beat Sunderland. But we win. It's like, oh, it's just Sunderland. Yeah, but like I said, Old Trafford has been quite strong recently. It's just if the away form was the same, it would be a different story in one's opinion. But let me go through it. Mason Mount with a great finish into the bottom corner. Oh, brilliant, man. I mean, just brilliant. Just took a touch, another touch into the bottom corner. That was in the 9th minute, and he's actually okay under Amorim. Mount ain't exactly. There's a good player in there, but I don't think he's that good. But he's okay on his day actually when he wants to be. When he takes a moment, he can score it. And then we just dominated. We had one from Diallo, which was obviously what happens. Keeper, great save from a keeper, wasn't it? I mean, that was expected. I don't know how they can manage to save our shots. That was going well into the net. And Bremo with a chance right there shoots and it saves again. We have another opportunity there where I think that shoots, was it Mount, whoever it was, shoots, keeper saves, Diallo missed it on the rebound. I don't know what he was thinking. I think Diallo thought he wasn't going to get there maybe, or maybe he thought he was going to put it into net, or maybe he just came at him. We don't know the real story as to why they missed those. I mean, if he had to, he would have definitely scored that if he would have been more focused. But again, just dominated, and then a throw-in comes in. I don't know who was it made the throw-in. Somebody made a throw-in. And then Sesko with a great finish into the net to make it 2-0 in half an hour. Just brilliant, I guess. I don't think there was another save from. I don't think we test out their keeper again there. I think there's probably another moment. And then there was a shot that went wide somewhere, I think. No, I mean, we didn't put foot wrong. Apart from that one where our keeper made a good save. Lamins made a good save, besides that, his debut was today. So he was pretty okay with his catching, being alert on crosses. And then Sunderland had like a moment where they hit the post, which I thought looked in. I don't think Lamins made another save. On the stats, it said there was a second shot on target that they had. I don't know, maybe they had another shot, I just don't remember it because Sunday didn't really do anything. There was a penalty shout. I mean, when I saw it, when I looked at real time, I was like, there's nothing wrong there. It looks ordinary. But then I looked at the replay, the referee, I think, originally gave it, but it was overturned when he looked at the screen. On the replay, Sesko never even booted him in the face. I've seen him on the pitch, and that's a regular type of challenge to try and get the ball. I don't understand what was going on there. I mean, he didn't even boot his face, it was nowhere near his face. But I thought, okay, referee might as well just give it. I know it's coming. Didn't give it. And then, the half-time whistle goes. Second half, just took our foot off the gas. Didn't need to do anything at all. Sunderland, all they did was just try and keep possession. Try and find a way through. They couldn't break our defence down. They made Lamins work though. They made a save out of him somewhere. Not really much else to report. There was a challenger. There was a moment where I thought like the Lamins fouled him. Was it Traore? Who was that player? And then the referee booked him for simulation. Now on real time when I saw it, when I looked at the replay, I didn't notice Fernandes tripped him. But regardless, it happened outside the box. But then, if Fernandes didn't trip him, he would have dived. Let's admit that. I mean, he did dive and try to get away, so he was kind of simulating it afterwards. So I kind of see why the referee booked him. And I don't think he noticed the trip. If he did, he would have booked Fernandez anyway. So, yeah. I mean, listen, I don't think that would have made a difference anyway. You know, it was like happened inside the box. So, kind of relief in that one. There's always a danger with United where we go 2 up and we think it's too easy. I was worried that Sunday would nick a goal, but I was no right to be worried. We had Cunha that came on. I think he came as a substitute. Brilliant again. Cunha, you know, you're worth your money. You just need goals. That's all you need. You could be, you'll be like a player of the season if you just score goals. That's what you're just missing. Brilliant, making impact. No player can handle him. Every time he's on the ball, no player can handle him. You got Casemiro that came on. Already, like, he was being a bit stupid, making a foul. He got himself a yellow card. No player put a foot wrong to it. Diallo went forward as well. No, not Diallo. Dallo was brilliant as well. I didn't know as much of our defenders. We didn't have anything to do. Simple possession, keep ball. Yeah, apart from the odd misplaced passes here and there, but you know, that's normal, that's going to happen. But it was just too easy. We had one moment where we had a shot and a keeper made a save. We could have made it 3. But other than that, there wasn't much else happening. Second half, pretty much we just, you know, we just toned it down a little bit, which is understandable. We just wanted to get the win. I was close to my 2-1 prediction because I thought United were going to score 2 goals today when I made that prediction originally. It was a perfect game on paper for United to win. Lamins, I think, had another save at the end, and it wasn't going Sunderland's way. They had a cross coming in, didn't make the most of it. They had some poor shots. I have no idea what was going on. I thought Sunderland Sunderland might be 4 points ahead of us now because we beat them. Before that, they were 7 points there? 7 points. 7 points ahead of us. Didn't look like it to me. It felt like the other way round. It felt like we were ahead of them in the table the way it looked. So this just goes to show we have quality and we could possess that quality. But it's nice to know, even after we beat Burnley, I know United's going to win more games than we did last season. We got to. We're not more, but possibly we're going to win games. Just not win as frequently. That's all it needs. I mean, relegation? What relegation? We would have to lose every single game every week. The only danger is the away form. I've said it. This United team is consistency. The away form is atrocious. Right? Yeah, we deserved to Scott City, but we didn't deserve to get anything out of it. Brentford away, we kind of probably deserved to make it 2-2, but then we missed that penalty and we deserved to lose that game. Arsenal at home did not deserve to lose that in the slightest. We should be at least 14 points now, to be precise. You got Fulham away, which you should have won, but again at the end, probably one was probably fair because we didn't do much else, to be honest. That missed penalty costed us, you know, the 3 points. So there's games that which we should have really been taken care of, and we didn't. So that's what happens. That's why I feel like we're in a bit of a false position. You take off the City and Brentford losses, it's not been disastrous. This ain't the worst United team I've seen. Last season was far, far, far worse. If we lose 2 or 3 games more than we did last season, it is the worst. Right now, it's a bit hopeful, but I know what happens. We're close to the Champions League. I think we're 4 points off Champions League spot. I know what's going to happen. I just know it. Ten Hag got sacked because we were 5 points behind Champions League. But not because of that. Because of how poor the first half was, disappointing. But I know what's going to happen. Like, you know, obviously Liverpool, that's going to be a tough one to call. But if after that game we win the odd 2-3 games after that, you know, I'm still going to get sacked. You know, I feel like maybe he's not meant for the club. I can see he's a bit frustrated and happy, but get somebody better coming in. You know, no. If we have quality and we can show it on the pitch a bit when we do it, like in most of our matches, there's no worries. There was no fear of relegation. That's just sarcasm. Come on, that's just a bit of banter. I know that for sure. But it's not the most frantic United team ever. But Old Trafford, I mean, I've heard Old Trafford win in a row. it's just disappointing why the away form is just not matching. I mean, look, I'm going to say Liverpool away. I mean, I got a feeling we could lose that, but you never know. The last 2 seasons we went there, we were not as good. You know, we drew the last 2 matches there. So, you know, I think, for me especially, another draw there would be fantastic result for us as well. To stop them winning as well, it would be great. That could be a hard one to call because they're not on good form. I mean, I'll see how they play against Chelsea. If it's the same outcome, you know, if you know they win that game, you know, yeah, they'll win big confidence to try and beat us. But if they lose it, they would want a reaction at the same time. So it's difficult to call. I can't call it. I really can't call the Liverpool versus United game, and it is at Anfield. So you know what? It's tough. You know, I'm thinking 3-0 Liverpool. Similar to the City game, I thought we might have a good first half, but then I felt it would crumble in the second half. But then they do have a habit of conceding. This United team are kind of funny. You know, I've got a feeling, I mean, I thought we will score. It's just I don't think we'll score many. I think we'll score a goal, but I feel like Liverpool just has enough firepower to try and break through this defence. But if you get a draw there, a good result, not disastrous. Even though I would really want to win there after a long time. I'm going to go for this score, but this is a questionable one. I'm going to go with a 3-1 Liverpool win. If anything, any draw I would take. Another 0-0 I would take, or 2-2 would be great. But you know what? I can't see it. I feel like we will probably score, and that's all we'll do. I'm not going to say good. I don't really do goal scorers. I mean, whoever scores, they score. So yeah, I think 3-1 Liverpool for that one. But you know what? Let's just enjoy this because the international break is coming up. So I could potentially watch a few movies, possibly shows in the meantime. See what shows I can find. I was going to talk about the Olivia Atwood show. The problem is there's a lot that's happened in that show, and there's a lot for me to explain. A lot of difficult parts for me to explain. So I will miss out a lot in that show. There's a lot of people that was in it as well, so it's going to be quite tough for me to talk about. But yeah, that's coming up as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And I will end this video here. If you enjoyed the video, please give a like, comment, share if you know, subscribe and hit the notification below. So see you in my next video.